Hi, and welcome to the Advanced Web Academy. I'll make sure you learn a little more every day. And today is a collection in JavaScript. So, what is a collection? It's just a set of elements put together that you can access with a variable name and a key. In order to illustrate that, I'll create my first collection in here. I'll just have var my collection like that, and I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. I had a duplicate at the end. Why not? Then I'll output it and I'll have my collection just like that. I reload and I have a collection in here. So the first manipulation I'll show you with it is in array. I want to see if an element is in there. So I just need to console.log in here and I have in array like that. And I use the element, let's say 3 inside my collection. So you return two things. Either it return the position of the element inside the array. Knowing it's a base 0, it will be 2, like 0, 1, 0, 1, 2 for 3. Or you return -1 if the element is not there. So if you want to test the function, you need to actually test it with -1 to see if an element is there or not. So let's see that. We reload the page in here and we have 2. So it actually returned the position of the element. What I want to do next, I'll show you how to filter a collection from the duplicate. Add a console log and the function will just be unique. In case I have duplicates, all I need to do is add my collection in here and it return me the elements without the other extra 6 because we don't want duplicate in this case. So that was the original one and this is the one that doesn't have duplicate. I'll show you how to merge now a bunch of collections. If you have like my collection in here to merge, I'll just add the following. Yeah, just 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just like that. And I want to merge it. In order to merge it, I'll use the function merge, but it would just go inside the first collection in here. So if I console.log, I'll just use merge like that. All I need to pass is the element, the collection that has to contain all the elements to be merged, and I'll have my collection to merge in here. And if I reload it, it will have all the elements in here that have been merged. And that's pretty easy and pretty slick when you're working in a large scale environment. It can actually save you some time when you're developing. Next thing I'm going to illustrate is just the function map. Map can help you actually modify the elements in here and just send it inside the same in another array. So in order to do that, I'll just add var, I'll say map, I'll call it, yeah, my mapped array, why not? Like that. And what I'll do is like, I just need to use the function map now. It's map. Then the first element you need to pass is the element you want, the array you want to map. I use my collection in here. Then you need to add a function in here that will actually help you use the criteria you want to have inside, like item, or yeah, I'll just use variable in here and index, just like that, and make sure you close in here and you open like that. So what you need to do is just return now, and you return the variable maybe times 5, like that. And you need to console log in here my mapped array like that, and you reload the page. So all the elements inside have been multiplied by 5. So this comes pretty handy when you actually don't want to iterate throughout your collection. You just want to add some elements, multiplication and everything without having to go like with the each or for loop and do a bunch of stuff. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is the function grep. Grep is, what it does is it will just get some elements inside your file, inside your collection, and then apply a criteria on it. Make sure it belongs, that whatever is inside is the one that belongs to the criteria. In order to illustrate that, I'm just going to choose all the elements that you can multiply by 5, like that you can divide by 5. Actually, we choose everything because I'll just choose by 4. So in order to do that, all the elements that's possible to divide by 4. In order to do that, I just need to actually use a var. I can use var grep array in here and have this. You just need to grep. Don't forget to add the collection. I use my mapped array in here. Then what I'll do is apply the criteria, and to do that you need a function like that. So the function will just take, as usual, a variable in here and an index like that. Don't forget to close in here. Then you return all the elements that if you divide by 4 you will have 0 as a result, as a rest. So in order to see how things work, you'll have console.log and you'll have grep array in here. And we will load it, and we have only 20 and 40. They are the only numbers in here that's possible to actually divide by 4, and this is pretty handy when you're working with the you see how much time I saved trying to figure out what elements are divided. It's possible to divide by 4. So I can go on with functions like that, but I'll save it for another lessons where you can actually see how you can improve your development skills. So if you like the content of this video, I invite you to subscribe, because I'll be putting in content every 2 or 3 days to actually help you boost your development. So please subscribe and share as much as you can. Thank you.